Hello students, today we are going to do another literary term, plot. The plot in a dramatic or a narrative sense is the structure of its action. The definition is simple because the actions are performed by a particular character in a work and are the means by which they exhibit their moral and dispositional, that is behavioral qualities. Plot can therefore be called independent critical concept. There are a great variety of plot forms. For example, some plots are designed to achieve tragic effect and others to achieve effects of comedy, romance or satire. Each of these types in turn exhibit an indefinite variety of plot patterns. As the plot progresses, it arouses expectations in the audience or the readers about the future course of events. In relation, this plot creates suspense and surprise, which can be called the prime source of the magnetic power of a play. A plot has unity of action, that is to say, that it is a single, complete, ordered structure of action, all directed towards the intended effect. Aristotle in his Poetics has said that the plot should be so closely connected that the withdrawal of any one of the part or incident will disjoint or dislocate the whole. Therefore, the plot should be an artistic whole. The order of a unified plot, Aristotle pointed out, is a continuous sequence of beginning, middle and an end. The beginning initiates the action in a way which look forwards to something more. The middle presumed what has gone before and requires something to follow, and the end follows from what has gone before but requires nothing from the future. We are satisfied that the plot is complete. In Elizabethan drama, with the main plot, there is also a subplot, a second story that is complete and interesting in its own form, and when it is skillfully managed, it serves to broaden our outlook on the main plot and to enhance the overall effect. For this, we have to glance and keep in mind the plays like King Lear and The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. Thank you.